What's up, fam? It's been a minute, right? So today I'll be reacting to a folk metal band called Helroth from Poland. So this is gonna be interesting for me. The song is called Kwiat Życia. I believe that's how it's pronounced. If not, just let me know in the comment section, which basically means the flower of life. So that is interesting. As well as Alex94, who requested that I react to the song, translated it for me. So this is gonna be easier to just go through after I've listened to the song. So let's just go ahead, dive into it. Hopefully it is heat. Hopefully it is fire. I don't know how what to expect from coming into the song, but I have to say the cover is a bit interesting. So it's just a cover of a man with branches coming out of, I guess, his ears or his hood. So I don't know what is the inspiration behind that cover. I'm not sure what it represents, but anyways, let's dive into it. I'll give you my thoughts during and after the video. So let's just go ahead and not waste time and just dive into this track. I like the flute already coming into the song. It kind of reminds me of the fiddler in the roof. Kind of reminds me of that. But anyways, let's just get into it. Okay. So that was the end of the song. My thoughts. I think this was an amazing, it was a beautiful track. Coming in, I did not know what to expect. But I love the vocals. It's like they're whispering in a sense. And what I love also is the match between the drums as well as the flute. I believe in mostly folk music, the flute is used, right? Just correct me in the comment section if I am wrong. So I love the match between the vocals as well as the flute and the guitar and the drums and how it all meshed together and no element kind of overpowers another one. So I found that great because it was just me trying, it was me not saying that the drums are overpowering the vocals. I like also the lady's vocals there where she went yeah 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 yeah. That was cool for me as well. So honestly, this is a song that is playlist worthy. So shout out to Poland. Shout out to Helroth. This was a great track. Shout out to Alex94 for suggesting this track. Yes, I would definitely download this to the playlist. So just diving into the lyrics then. Um, so basically, it says, through all ages, walking forward, we have unlearned to look deeper. We forgot the cradle of being, primeval knowledge, and we lost somewhere in us, was lost somewhere in us. So that's interesting lines over there. In which the one of the lines says, "We forgot the cradle of being." So I'm guessing that's the cradle of humankind. So cradle, obviously, it's like a baby's bed, and just the being or humankind. I would like to think that it is just referring that we have forgotten the first place that we were in from the start of time, in a sense, when you were born and then you were in a cradle. That would roughly be the start of your birth process. So in a way, I think this is just reflecting on our history, right? Looking at the 21st century, that we forgot necessarily our history from the beginning of the ages, from 18th century and before that, or AD and BC, and how somehow history was lost in that regards, and quite a couple of people don't really care enough for history. I would like to take from this, and necessarily that we are just moving forward without get grasping the history from before time, as well as we do not pass this knowledge to the next generation. Therefore, history somehow becomes lost. Even though it is written in books, some of it maybe people don't bother reading. But there is some history that cannot be read from books, oral history, similar to African history, where a lot of it was oral. So I'm guessing that is what is being said in here. And then the next verse is, look at the flower of life, the tree of the universe. Look at this fire, what cleans us. Life and death are one the same, and love is there stronger than fear. I feel like with this verse, there is so much that can, or so much room that could be left for interpretation. So I don't necessarily know what exactly they are referring to here. But it is interesting in that line where it says life and death are one and the same in there. So that is interesting. Where obviously when you die, you go to either heaven or, I don't know, become part of the universe, however you believe it. Um, and just it's the end of life, but it says also there that life is the one of the same, so you come from being non-existent as well and being born into this world. And I guess that's where it is, where life and death is one and the same, is that somehow you do not exist in a sense, or you live in an alternate universe, or you live in heaven. And you start from living in heaven, you become born, and then when you die, you go back to heaven. So I guess that's what it's saying there, how it is one and the same, that the process is somewhat similar. And then it just says, and love is there stronger than fear. And that's true. If there's love, or you have love from your loved ones, it will always overpower fear, especially if someone is not fearful, even though you're fearful. Just their love or their support will make you not be fearful as you would be if you were alone. So that is cool. As well, it says this: the same laws rule everything. Every age sage knows this. So I'm assuming that the man in the cover is a sage, I'm guessing. And the sage, I guess, of time, or the sage that applies rules or gives rules to everyone. I am you and you are me, in place with the place, with in place without a place, where time has disappeared. Universe, basically. And yeah, it just repeats what was already said in the first kind of stanza. So that is a cool that is a cool lyrics, especially if you know what they're talking about. So this is a really cool lyrics. There is definitely a meaning behind the song. I love the subject matter as well, and I think overall this is a great track. So shout out yet again to Alex94. This was a cool song. But anyways, if you would like to request or suggest any other tracks that I should react to, just let me know down in the comment section. And leave a like if you enjoy this reaction. Subscribe if you want to join part of the family. And press the notification bell if you want to get notified whenever I upload a video. Well, I'm out.